9. How to support your gastrointestinal health and wellness to prevent aging. The older we get, the less receptive to certain areas of our bodies become. One instance of this is our bellies. Our stomach systems are a fragile system that assists our bodies to maintain equilibrium. If our bodies come to be also acidic or too alkaline, it can have various effects. Normally, an equilibrium is an advantage, and also making certain that we have the ideal bacteria benefiting us in our intestines is a very essential point. As we age, it can come to be a lot more usual to have issues with food digestion. We may not be able to eat particular foods that we used to, because currently they no more agree with us. When we consume an undesirable diet plan, we can suffer from swelling, which can add to intestinal distress. Among one of the most vital points that we can do to battle this is to focus on ensuring that we are giving our digestive tract with the great bacteria that it requires to assist us prosper as well as protect against illness. So what can we do concerning it? As mentioned earlier, we can do our best to incorporate foods that have been fermented. Fermented cabbage called kimchi is especially common in the Oriental marketplace, and has been utilized for centuries to make sure a healthy digestion system as well as prolonged health. When we survive on the basic American diet plan, we are consuming foods that cause a huge quantity of swelling within our bodies. The germs in our digestive tracts can play a massive role in the method our bodies operate. It can influence our mind feature, our metabolic process, and also even the method our body immune systems reply to risks to our system. If we are not creating a healthy atmosphere and also eliminating the good germs and replacing them with poor, then we are most likely to end up feeling awful and also not having the ability to place our fingers on why or how we aren't feeling right. Luckily, we can resolve these points and see to it that the foods we are consuming are really supportive of our digestive tract health and wellness as opposed to diminishing of it. When we know how important it is to prevent inflammation, it is much more simple to remain inspired to make mindful options concerning what we put in our bodies. When we have problems with inflammation in our intestinal tracts, it can lead to some gruesome problems, such as inflammatory digestive tract condition. This can trigger upset stomachs and also stomach pain that can in some cases be humiliating and also hard to control. Nonetheless, the more we understand concerning how to treat our bodies and also why, the better off we remain in developing a body and way of living that will certainly sustain us in staying youthful as well as feeling and also looking excellent. So just how can you sustain your stomach health? You can easily locate probiotics at your local pharmacies, in addition to food and also beverages that contain probiotics that are good for your health and wellness as well as will aid to balance out the poor germs in your intestines with the great. May foods additionally have probiotics, such as yogurt, and also, as pointed out in the past, fermented foods. Do not dismiss the importance of your intestinal health. The even more inflammation there remains in our bodies, the lot more uneasy we are and also the less energetic we will certainly intend to be. But being energetic is just one of the secrets to leading a healthy and youthful life, so by placing your body initially you are paving the way to living your ideal life feasible. 10. How to eliminate the danger of sugar with anti-aging lifestyle. All of us take pleasure in a great treat occasionally. However, the things that we pick to snack on can make a significant difference in the means our bodies start to react to aging. As a matter of fact, some points can really quicken the aging process as well as trigger us to look older than we are too soon. It is essential to determine these things and attempt our ideal to address them in our way of livings. Sugar, as an example, is dreadful for us. Specifically, processed and improved sugar. Natural sugar isn't anywhere near as poor for our bodies unless we are a diabetic person as well as ought to be staying clear of sugar completely or keeping an eye on our sugar intake as a whole. Sadly, typical refined sugars such as what we would locate in bags available in our neighborhood grocery stores are chock full of glucose as well as fructose. These points actually have a bad response with the collagen that our bodies generate and can inevitably degrade them, which can trigger our skin to lose its elasticity. When we consume too much sugar, we can establish dark spots on our skin, have a harder time healing our bodies when they are harmed, and also we are prone to skin issues. Consuming excessive sugar can offer us blemishes, wrinkles, as well as a rigidity in the skin, which can create it to show up even more tight and rigid as well as lack in dampness and also the flexible level of smoothness the majority of people connect with youth. Some have actually contrasted the interaction that our collagen structure cells have to sugar to the way that a banana starts to brownish when it is neglected for some time. There is a chemical reaction in between them that triggers degeneration, and ultimately it makes it more difficult for us to construct the crucial cells that aid us to preserve our healthy, balanced and younger look. That isn't even entering into the way that it can trigger extreme weight gain, which can seriously lessen our health and wellness as well as ability to appear younger. The even worse off our bodies are the more difficult it is for us to stay looking younger. Sugar can harm our skin as a result of something called glycation. When we eat a wealth of sugar, the sugar that gets in our bloodstream ends up bonding with the much healthier proteins in our skin that are related to collagen production. When this response takes place, our blood loaded with something referred to as sophisticated glycation final product, suitably called ages. When our blood is overpowered by these things, the good proteins are harmed as well as our skin endures as a result, making favorable collagen formation hard, if not impossible, to take place, as well as leaving our skin extra weak, dry, and much less flexible. Sugar can additionally make it tough for the body's natural antioxidants to grow. These enzymes are essential in helping us to eliminate the toxic substances in our bodies and also cost-free our bloodstream from the complementary radicals that can move up to our mind to create concerns, often even ending up being as extreme as dementia. If we aren't able to appropriately eliminate the waste items in our bodies, then not only will our look endure, yet our overall wellness will certainly as well. Our body immune systems will not be as solid and we will have a tough time correctly oxidizing our blood, which can affect all of our body organs in the future. We may also deal with hormone inequalities, which, as most of us recognize, is already something that our bodies fight with as time goes on and would certainly best be stayed clear of if and also when possible. If you are worried that sugar may have started to impact your body adversely, there are some signs that your sugar consumption might be compromising your health and youthful vigor. If your skin is blemished or extraordinarily red in some areas, if your skin looks glossy and hard rather than soft as well as smooth, if you have lines around your top lip, if your neck area sags, as well as if you locate that when you laugh, much deeper holes than regular appear, after that it is extremely possible that you are really feeling the outcomes of the usage of way too much sugar, which it is currently chemically altering your body and making it hard for you to naturally battle the indications of aging. Anti-aging is a delicate process, and one that is best performed with the removal of refined sugars from the diet plan. You can attempt to consume them in moderation, yet don't be surprised when you wind up merely yearning an increasing number of it. This is since refined sugars are in fact highly addictive, as well as we can have physical withdrawals if we start to consume it and after that stop abruptly. It is much better to remove sugar totally than it is to try and consume processed as well as fine-tuned sugars in moderation, due to the fact that they can be so literally addicting that the cycle ends up being really difficult to break, otherwise difficult. Thankfully, there are some services if you find that you have a craving for sweets. Natural sugars can be found in fruits, as well as having fruits as a snack can be a terrific way to aid us to stay on a course of anti-aging. The all-natural vitamins and minerals in fruit along with their collagen-producing results can truly maintain our skin vivid as well as our bodies energetic. Consuming a lot of water is an additional great way to aid us to repair the results of excessive sugar consumption. There are some tips in previous phases on exactly how to enhance water consumption if that is something that you fight with. It is also crucial, if not vital, to scrutinize the products that you are putting into your body. High fructose corn syrup is a major consider the aging procedure, as it is pure sugar in liquid form, as well as it is discovered in numerous refined foods, snacks, and also beverages. Make sure that you are avoiding it in any way costs to make sure that you are allowing your body the possibility to remove the poor things and also develop healthy and balanced collagen-healthy proteins. Detoxing the skin and the body is one more good way to reverse the effects of sugar on the skin. There are a number of methods to do this, and also it would be best to consult your medical professional or healthcare physician concerning what route is the best for you to take, as every one of our bodies are different and respond differently to different therapies. Another thing to do is to take supplements for B-complex, as it will aid our bodies to eliminate the poor and also keep the good. B1 as well as B6 specifically are useful in dealing with the signs of aging because of a diet that is too much in sugar. You could additionally try to utilize sugar that isn't as processed as well as refined, such as natural walking cane sugars. These sugars are a little easier for our bodies to break down due to the fact that they are concentrated on the all-natural sugars produced by sugar-walking cane plants. When we use sugars that are natural and also less complicated for our bodies to absorb, they aren't rather as damaging as the polished sugars discovered in various other items. If you wish to live a life of anti-aging, finding a compromise between sweets as well as what will actually assist us to continue to be younger can be exceptionally vital. There is additionally the alternative of replacing the treats and also desserts that you love that team with refined and improved sugars with snacks and also treats that have lots of natural sugars rather. And also by this we don't mean eliminating cakes and also brownies. Rather, consider looking into a raw food recipe book. Raw food diets are accept everybody, however they can provide unbelievable and also healthy options to polished sugar-filled desserts that rather make use of things like dates, nuts, and agave nectar or honey as a way to keep points pleasant as well as support our wellness as opposed to by hurting it. Instead of eating a chocolate dessert in a plastic container or making it from a powder packed with refined chemicals and also sugar, you can utilize a food mill to develop a pudding that is equally rich and wonderful using avocado, chocolate powder, and a natural sweetener of your selection. A few of these dishes are so straightforward it appears nearly difficult, yet they exist, and they are unbelievable resources for those who have a sweet tooth but who recognize that refined sugars are gradually damaging our bodies. Nevertheless, you select to approach this details, recognizing that consuming an excessive quantity of polished sugar is essential. There are remedies, as well as there are ways that we can begin to fix the damages that have already been done. Knowledge is power, and we can keep taking steps forward for our health, beginning now. 11. The significance of a good night's rest as well as exactly how to obtain one properly to keep youthfulness. Have you ever heard the phrase, "I require to get my beauty sleep"? Have you ever before utilized it? Well, you should. Obtaining sufficient sleep is possibly among the most crucial manner in which we can keep our look as well as proceed our lives feeling energized and bringing a vibrant energy to every little thing that we do. Each time we forget our sleeping routines, we are making our lives more difficult as well as robbing our bodies of the remainder that they require to maintain a youthful look. Nevertheless, there are some cautions to this. While 10 hours of full night's sleep is recommended, you need to be conscientious concerning just how you rest. When we sleep on our sides or keep our faces on our cushions, it increases the incidence of great lines. Among the means to battle this is to try to get comfy with the idea of sleeping on our backs. An additional thing that we can do is to switch over out our pillowcases as well as spend a little money on a higher thread count or silk so that the great lines that occur in our rest are less much likely to form. A lot of individuals have a difficult time obtaining and keeping a good sleep. If you have a tough time dropping off to sleep, think about whether you ingest a good quantity of high levels of caffeine during the day. Possibly you could consider changing to a decaf diet plan after noontime, or reducing yourself off of sugar as well as caffeine consumption after a specific factor in the day to make sure that it's safely out of your system by the time it's time to lay down as well as obtain your full night's sleep. You may additionally benefit from a sound device during the night, or a relaxing ritual of good sense diffused to assist you unwind as well as take pleasure in a tranquil time prior to bed. You might additionally ensure that you are getting enough bright light throughout the day, like heading out right into the sun. But bear in mind that you don't wish to reveal your skin to the threats of the sun's rays if possible as well as put on sunscreen if you utilize this technique and also keep your skin covered. On the subject of lights, in the evening, don't enable on your own to be exposed to too much blue light. This is the type of light that we receive from displays, such as from a computer or a phone display. This blue light emulates sunlight, as well as it tricks our minds into believing that it is still daytime out, which there is no reason to begin relaxing down and also prepping ourselves for a good night's remainder. There are blue light filters you can make use of on your phone and computer displays, and glasses that you can get that filters out blue light if you actually have no choice but to work with your phone or computer system in the evening. One more helpful action to do to get the very best rest in the evening is to prevent napping throughout the day. This might seem like sound judgment, yet it is worth noting. Often we just don't relax all right during the night, and we feel dazed and awkward during the day, so a snooze might look like an excellent solution. However, it just adds to the cycle of poor rest during the night and a dazed day after. Damage the cycle by toughing it with the grogginess and also avoiding the nap, so your night's remainder will certainly be a higher quality. Making use of these tips and methods must assist you to keep a regular resting schedule, as well as assist your body to get the time that it needs to invigorate itself and assist us to stop signs of aging. When we relax well, we really feel well, and also we additionally look well as well. Bid farewell to the bags under your eyes and also hello to a brand new life full of energy and vigor. Let's conclude in this few words. Our bodies are sensitive, even though they can make it via a lot. Many individuals presume that since they are still living daily without substantial issues that they are healthy and balanced, when that is not necessarily the case. It takes appropriate maintenance of our bodies prior to, we are able to truly make use of several of the all-natural splendor that they are capable of. We can reduce indicators of aging. We can maintain our bodies to operate in addition as they possibly can. Yet we can just do that if we are willing to take notice of the important things that we are doing, as well as produce a much better regimen that permits us to prosper. So many people obtain comfortable in bad practices and regimens that damage us instead of assist us. We may not see immediately how our bad habits will affect us in the future, yet when the future appears, and we are seeing the outcomes, it can be a little jarring. Fortunately, this publication teams with the guidance and wisdom that you require in order to take control of your life and start an anti-aging journey that will leave you feeling and look far better than ever before. All you need to do is take the initial step and see for yourself the fantastic results. So what are you awaiting? Ditch the sugar, stroll around the block, clean your face, and obtain some remainder. There is nothing quitting you except yourself. So do whatever you perhaps can to provide your body the treatment that it requires to ensure that it can start to deal with you also. Start the anti-aging procedure today. We've come to the end of our series on anti-aging hacks. Thank you for watching, and please, if you learn anything from these videos, do not hesitate to share the knowledge to help and impact as much people as you possibly can.